So this is the Euro Yen analysis for Tuesday, the 7th of November. Now, I'm just going to have a look at the left of the charts, and we can see this pretty large sell-off here. This was pretty much news related in regards to the ECB. What we have seen is prices come down to the bottom of this range that we have here, in the top of the range being 134, bottom of the range being 31.70. So we are in a bit of a range, and we've not broken out of the range. I did expect the fundamental news catalyst being a somewhat bearish news for the euro to give the market sufficient momentum to break out to the downside, but it has not proven to be the case, and we did find some support in around at 31.70. So we've seen prices recover somewhat all the way up to this area of pretty strong confluence. So we've got this this blue line here is our 200 period average. We've also got a 400 period average here on this execution time frame, coupled with the weekly pivot from a couple of weeks ago at 32.83. So we've got these three factors combining in and around this zone here, and as you can see, we have not caught enough of a bid to successfully navigate all these areas of dynamic and horizontal areas of resistance, as they're acting as resistance as prices did come up rather than for come down. If they did come down, we'd be looking at it as support, but as price did come up to it, we were looking at it as resistance. So in and around this level, we did briefly break above this in around 87.83, not significantly. We didn't test this 33.45. Because if we did go up to 33.45, pretty much my bearish stance on the euro would be invalidated. I would expect a test of the 134, top of the range. So let's just have a look where we are. So we did see the breakdown from this very strong area of confluence. We did see a move up, and we did see a breakdown in prices. We've come down to this level now at 132. If 132 holds, we'll be looking for the move back up to this 32.83. Again, we will also have the dynamic levels of the resistance, the 400, 200 period average along with this level as well. We could potentially see some selling momentum. We could see prices bounce and then sell back down to 132. Now, if we don't hold 132, say we do go up and we do turn around, we're looking for prices to come down to 131.70. That has acted as support on several occasions. It can be seen on the higher time frames as well. So if you do come down to 131.70, we may see another bounce and prices head all the way back up to possibly the 32.83 if we do successfully navigate 132. Now, if we do break below 131.70, if you do get a bit of a breakout of the range, you'll be looking for price to come down to 30.60 before we possibly see a bounce. And again, we'll be looking for the very next horizontal level in around 31.70 if we do see some selling momentum come back down to take us back down to 30.60. Now, if we do get a counter move, we do expect the very far end of the range to be to this 33.45. Again, we might get a turnaround all the way up to 134, but we do expect 133.45 to hold and potential sell side momentum to come back into the market. So I'm just going to have a look at the higher time frames. Sorry about that. So we're just going to have a look at the higher time frames and let's see where we are. So we're just going to go out to the daily time frame. So on this daily time frame, this is what we mentioned. We've got a bit of a double top here in around that 134 level, slightly above it. I think it's at 134.40, but in around that 134 level, and we've got a bottom of the range in around that 31.70. So we've not we've had the three bullish candles. We did expect price to come up to this 134, but that was a very cautious bullish trade because we were operating in shadow of a dovish ECB, as indicated by these strong bearish candles closing near their lows. So we have seen a bit of a turnaround at present in the euro against the yen. So we do look poised for another retest of the lows, and we may potentially see a bounce. Below us, we do have, let's see, we are still operating below the 50 period moving average here on the daily chart. So I'm just going to see what the 50 period moving average is here on this daily chart. It may act as some dynamic resistance going in the medium to short term. We've got the 50 period moving average here on the daily time frame currently at 132.27. We've got 20 period at 132.80 essentially. But the 50 period average is close enough to be of concern. So 132.27. Yeah, 132.27 might be an area to look at, but we've already But the weekly pivots are probably more important. Weekly pivots are more important than the 50 pin range, I would say. So we're just going to have a look at the weekly time frame for wrapping this euro yen analysis up. So on this weekly time frame, we're still in bullish territory. It's difficult to say we've got a shift in momentum. So we've got our series of higher lows, bull flag continuations, and below the 200 per now, bull flag continuation. We've had a bit of a double top now, in around this. Let's just clear that up. So we've had a bit of a double top in and around this 134 level. We have not seen further selling momentum come into the market. We do seem to have caught a bit here on the weekly time frame. So we're still operating within this range, so we just have to be aware of that, and we have to be aware of the fact that on this higher time frame that we are still in a bullish territory, despite the fundamental catalysts being somewhat euro bearish. So that should wrap up the euro yen analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.